So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'd leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any team he plays in, and he's allowed to pull the strings from that central space he likes to inhabit.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Eze did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He's had it taken off him. Aimed beyond the defence. Turan. Now it's Turan. Rice. Now it's Madueke. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. That's very neat. Oh, well played, well played. Madueke. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Rice. And that's a dangerous ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. For Rice. Norgard. And here's Eze. Eze! It's loose. Oh, and one more try! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Çalhanoğlu. He's being urged to shoot. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pinches it off him. Havertz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries from distance. Çalhanoğlu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Madueke gets a foot in here. Eze.
Look, they're prepared.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's gone loose. Norgard. Knocks it into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Norgard. And it's Rice. And Madueke. Mosquera. And it's Rice. And Madueke. Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gyökeres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Norgard. And it's Rice. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Rice. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's going wide left. Thuram is wide and looking to get onto this. Very nicely done. Çalhanoğlu. Ah, such a clever touch. Havertz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Thuram.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Inter Milan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Sucic. Spread to the right. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Madueke. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Havertz. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bastoni. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. Mkhitaryan. He's looking wide. Played back into the centre. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Norgard. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Çalhanoğlu. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Havertz. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And the pass is intercepted. Dumfries.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. And it's Sucic. Norgard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Havertz. Sucic. Thuram. Martinez. No, again there's no way through. And here's Thuram.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Norgard. And it's Eze. Eze proves just a little bit too strong.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Havertz.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Shot at goal! That is delicious! A finish right from the top drawer. Do not write them off. Back they come. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22, numero 2, numero 20, numero 95.
So we have movement on both benches. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
I just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And the shot! Oh, wow! That's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! His position was perfect. The invitation... And that will be it. Inter Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Great chance! That's going to go a long way. Can he get it through? Oh, they can break here. Now it's Teller. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Palacios. That's a super give and go. Oh, shoot! Andrick! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. Quality ball. Oh, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Mkhitaryan. Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Mkhitaryan. Diouf. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Nicked it back promptly. Martinez. Inter Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Schick receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what? Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Diouf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Teller. He's a sharp little ball here.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Short changes him with that pass. Diouf. Half an hour played now. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Mkhitaryan. Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Mkhitaryan. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Schick. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Tries one from range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Now it's Turan. Martinez! And Martinez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Just past the 40th minute mark. Palacios, who's set up one goal so far. Quansah. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Turan. Diouf. Quansah promptly onto that, and that is that. Zielinski gets a foot in here. Always onto this. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now.
And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half. It's a promising position. Now then, the ball's come loose. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Mkhitaryan. It's a good spell of possession, this. Thuram! Oh, the ball's run loose. In he goes again! No, not quite on the same wavelength. Grimaldo. Andrik does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Diouf. Just about up to the hour now. Diouf. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mkhitaryan gets into a good position. Nice control. Now it's Diouf. Bout of passing here. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Çalhanoğlu and Diouf. Now it's Martinez, and he's in on goal. Çalhanoğlu is having a shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Bastoni makes the interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, it's come loose. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
This looks promising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Andrich. Ben Sekir. Real chance here. Plays it in low. It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, played right into his path. He is through here!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's an excellent interception. Esposito. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, good stop, it had to be.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Skims one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Luis Enrique to Barella. And that is as much time as there will be. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're very much on the way now. Gyökeres! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Gyökeres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Schlotterbeck. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Havertz. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rice. That is lovely. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, they could be caught out here. So it is still 0-0. Baini. Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. And the finish! In he goes again. Goal! Arsenal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Great chance! And a neat finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Baini. That'll be a throw. Almost half an hour in now. And that's going right the way across. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Rice. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Havertz, who's set up 1 goal so far, and he cuts out the supply. Numecha. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's... Oh, a gilt-edged chance! He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And that is expertly dealt with. Lovely, now then. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Numecha. Sabitzer. Well, nicely intercepted. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's found a way through. Now it's Havertz. Gives it back. Adeyemi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Havertz. Gyökeres. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's dealt with that really well. Adeyemi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Numecha. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Arsenal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. And he's had it nicked away. Sabitzer. Adeyemi. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Guirassy. Madueke tries to pass it through, picked out brilliantly, chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Sabitzer. Numecha. Guirassy. And Numecha. He's in a good position here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position aim, and a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Always onto this. Bayer receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just eases him off the ball. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Guirassy. Bensebaini looking for the run. Now it's Guirassy. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Calafiori. And it's Eze. Norgard is fouled.
Substitution
So we have
for
movement on
Arsenal.
both benches.
Number 10, Eze. Number
Saliba.
41, Rice. Number 20,
Norgard.
Madueke. Number 3, Mosquera.
And here's
Coming in the
Havertz.
field, Number 19, Trossard.
Lovely bit of skill.
Number 8, Ødegaard. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 12,
He's being urged to shoot.
Substitution in
Opts
progress.
to play it back. It's run loose here. Nice bit of trickery. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. That's very neat. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Trossard is onto this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Brandt looking to receive it in space. The referee has given a corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Havertz. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Ødegaard! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that is asking for trouble. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Norgard. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Looking to play him in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Threads one in. Özcan providing an outlet on that flank.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And the counter is on. He's had it taken off him. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
I'd like to draw
How would
your
you summarise
attention
what
to the
we've
screen
seen today
right
then,
now
Jim?
for
I think
information
we just
on
saw
our
a team
shuttle bus service.
winning by playing to their strengths. There was a
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Lewandowski, Pedri, Casado, passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Casado, it's Pedri, and he's forced to go back, Koundé, well, that's been cut out, well played, Rice, out for a throw. Both sides exercising caution for now. Eze. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gyökeres finds himself offside. Madueke. Searching pass he's played there. Balde, and the counter-attack is on for Barcelona.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Spread out to the left. Great, decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting...
Rafinha! No, just not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
That is a great pick out. Good ball, good take. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Pedri. Yamal. Played out towards the right wing. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Norgard. And here's Rashford. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Madueke. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Spread it left. Calafiori. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Oh, good spread. Not where it came from. Eze receives it in a good position here. And he's in on goal. That's tidy. And he was alert to it.
This is the time you need that pace.
5 minutes till the break. Rashford. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Rafinha. Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal, he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball
There
here.
will be 1 minute at a time.
Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Pedri. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Arsenal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Arsenal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Away we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Balde cuts it out. Araujo. Norgard. Rashford with a definite foul there. Mosquera. Madueke. Rice. Rice stood his ground strongly. Al Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Pedri. And Rafinha. It's a searching pass. Looking for the run.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's managed to get free. It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He has found the way through. Drills for chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No way through, so back it comes.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Pressing high and with purpose. Gyökeres looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's well spotted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Calafiori cuts out the pass. And it's Eze. Now it's come to nothing. Kubasi. Casado. Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rafinha. Well, they've got it again. Now there's a fine ball. And he's heaved it away. Tries to pass it through. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's found a way through. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Shot at goal! It's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 41, Rice.
So we have movement
Number
on both
16,
benches.
Norgard.
A shift in
Number
momentum
10,
perhaps.
Eze.
Well, they'll just be praying that one
Number
more chance
20,
falls their way before the
Madueke.
whistle goes.
Number 29,
Now it's Gabriel
Kai
Jesus.
Havertz. Coming on the field,
Arsenal
Number
surely have to be
23,
commended for their
Miguel
drive
Merino.
and desire. Most teams would be
Number 8,
taking the easier defensive
Ødegaard.
route by now.
Number 19, Trossard.
Gabriel Jesus.
Number 7,
Ball has bounced
Ryan
loose now.
Steffen. Number 9, Gabriel Jesus.
That's a good
Substitution
foray
in
he's
progress.
making. Oh, some astute defending there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's had it nicked away. This is a promising build-up. Really fierce, close defending. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And it's Gavi. Now that's a lovely exchange. Daniel, oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. They have stolen level at the last. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already. Chance for a shot! Deftly away. Threads one in. Barchi picks it up out wide. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's definitely not his best. Quality ball. And it's made its way to him. Lewandowski providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, nice touch. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts highly entertaining until the very end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Arsenal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Rashford. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This looks promising. He's got away. Yamal. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Yamal. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Gavi. Rashford. Can he get it through? He's played it long. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And the through ball. Odegaard! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Rice. He's in a good position here. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pass somewhat off target. Norgard. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Almost half an hour in now. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, that is one way to stop him. Yamal. Rice. And here's Havertz. Closing in on goal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Tries one from range. He's got away with one there. Now that's well seen too. And it's Odegaard. Gyökeres receives it in a good position here. And the finish! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of it's Lewandowski! Oh, that's a waste.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lewandowski. Threads one in. That has been cut short. Casado.
2 added minutes
No,
has been
again
indicated.
there's no way through. Knocks it into space. Now it's Yamal. And it's Pedri. Eze.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the whistle goes for half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Arsenal looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And we are back on the way. Eze. Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Eze. Showing great feet there. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's being urged to shoot. Ødegaard. Norgard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's worked it through. And he's managed to get free. Araujo did well to stay calm there. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Rashford. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a quick one. Oh, super ball. He's found some space. Eze, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Rashford. Barcelona have reached... Shot, surely! And that's in! Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That's a super give and go. Look at the space here. Big chance! Ødegaard. Gyökeres. Now it's Eze. Rice tries to play it through, and he's got away from him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Yamal, he's in a great position here, and he whips it in. It's rising! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And a really... Chance! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
Well, the 2 coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Number 33,
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Coming on the field.
Now it's De Jong.
Number 19.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Madueke. Number 20.
Marino.
Mikel Marino.
And that's a simple one for the
Number
keeper.
49.
So what can they make of this?
Number 6.
Timber.
Substitution in progress.
De Jong wins the duel this time. And here's Madueke. Rafinha. De Jong. It's run loose here. And Mosquera. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Probing pass. Trossard receives it in a wide position. Araujo getting this one clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Madueke! Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Madueke. It's... Oh, what has happened here? There's the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Arsenal now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question.
Great chance! And that's it! They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Gyökeres voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Arsenal really wanted this.